Hey everybody, this is Clint at Man Skull 101 and we're back out at the range. And I have a special guest with me today. This is Wyatt, my grandson.
Hi.
And he's with me today. We're going to do some velocity testing, a little bit of shooting with his new Marlin 357 Magnum. This is one of the new ones. This is a beauty and it's made by Ruger. So he shot it, a fair amount already. He's got it broke in pretty good. We're going to shoot through the chronograph. Him and I loaded 2 different loads this morning. And we're going to test them for velocity, and we'll do the math and let you guys know what the foot-pounders energy is. And then also, I brought that block of clay. And I got it back together. I soaked that thing in water, worked it up good. I think it's shootable again. So we're going to shoot both of those loads into that block of clay. So you guys sit tight, and we'll get her going. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do the shooting through my chronograph to hopefully preserve its lifetime. And Wyatt, you got some ammo for me? Which ones are these?
Target.
The target load. So this is a Barry's 124 hollow point. And we're 7 grains of bullseye. Yep. And so these should be about, they say on the box, only good to about 1,100 feet a second. They should be right in that ballpark. So let's find out. Load it up and see. Wyatt gave me 3 of them. As I shoot through the chronograph, I'm going to yell out the velocities. He's going to write them down over there, and then we'll do the math on it. So you guys ready to rock and roll? Get lined up so I don't shoot the chronograph. All right, I'm ready. Are you ready? How about you, Wyatt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Well, I can't hardly believe my eyes. It says 487. Let's let me check that. Maybe it's on yards per second. Let me check that real quick. Oh yeah. Okay, so it was on meters per second. I'm like, there's no way. But truth be told, these are 357 cartridges. And we loaded them way down for these bullets to accommodate these bullets. So I'm a little worried about that much case capacity and so little powder in there. But thank you. I'm just going to shoot these 3, bud, so that we'll have a good average. Oh no, I'll redo it because that one was in metric. So, okay. Okay, we're going to give 3 shots in. Wyatt, give me a fresh one so we get feet per second out of 3 of them. Somehow, this thing's a little crooked. All right, you guys ready? Wyatt, you ready? Get over here. Those don't feel bad. That's 1527. That's definitely higher than expected for velocity, and it's higher than the recommended with them bullets. We're going to shoot one into clay in a little bit, and we'll see what's going on with the bullets. And we'll see, well, I can see one in the white paper down there right now. See what kind of accuracy we get. And we got 1604. And one more. 1516. All right, so those feel pretty good. They feel pretty stout. And I'll give the cases a good looking over, make sure we're not showing any signs of pressure. We'll also shoot that same bullet and loading into the clay in a little bit, and then we'll see what reaction we get out of that. So hold on, we'll get things set up. I'm gonna take a good look at that brass. All right, so I recovered the bullets or the brass here, and you know what I see going on here? Absolutely nothing. They look perfect. The primers are still nice and round. No severe dimpling, no ridging. Cases look good. I think that's a fine load. The only thing that remains to be seen is how the bullet is reacting. And we're not going to be able to tell, shooting it into the bank back there. Although we might dig those out and look at them anyway. Okay, so we're going to switch to the hunting load, what we call the hunter load, which is... it's a 125 Hornady XTP at 19.5 Nope, 19.0 grains of H110. So these should be about 2,000 feet per second. So we'll see what happens with that. Wyatt's loading it up for me. You gonna shoot it through the chrono, or you want me to? Okay, but he's loading it for me. Okay, we are set. You guys ready? You ready? Okay, let's rock and roll. You know what? I'm gonna walk up there and see where I was hitting with those last ones before I poke more holes in it. So. All right, man, there was nothing like carrying a lever gun. They were just so handy. And this is a beauty. We got one with real nice wood here. Yeah, that's pretty. I hope you can see that. I really didn't see the bullet impact on the bank back there at all. But 3 of the 4 shots were printing low. So we'll just take that as data and we'll move on. And we're going to shoot the hot loads now. You guys ready to rock and roll? Let's do it. You ready, Wyatt? .2086. That's nice. That's got a little snoop to it. .2053. 2028. All right, those are good numbers. We're going to go back here. I'll do the math with Wyatt, and we'll let you know what we come up with. All right, we're ready to take a shot at the clay. Now, these are with the target loads, and Wyatt set up over there at a safe distance from the target. You can see I'm not in the picture this time. We backed up a little bit because his mom would be upset with me if I damage her boy. Anyway, so he's taking aim at that block of clay with the, what we're calling a target load. Whenever you're ready, Wyatt. Nice. Good shot. Looks like he pulled off a very good shot. And we had a good result on it, and that's our target load. So now that clay is a little soupy because I told you I reworked it. So we'll see how that goes putting it back together. It was still in a plastic bag of sorts, and that helped it stay together a little bit. Good shot on that, bud. Nice one. Do it to smithereens. Let's walk you up here, and we'll see how it looks. See chunks of clay right there, chunks of clay right there, chunk of clay right there. So let's get you down where you can see what's going on. Alrighty, there's that. Looks like a deflated balloon pretty much. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work about putting it back together, but we'll give it a try. That was a good shot for Wyatt, and that was a 124 grain Barry's hollow point. And what were they running, like 1,600 feet a second? Yeah, which is warmer than they're supposed to, but looks like it's performing okay. Okay, we're going to go back there and set up, and we'll get back to you. All right, so that was pretty dramatic effect on that block of clay. That was with our target loads, which wound up a higher velocity than we expected. They seem to be performing well, though. I don't see a problem. So now he's switching over to what we call the hunting load that we developed this morning, which is 19 grains of H110 under a 125 Hornady XTP hollow point. So we're going to see how that goes. I'll get out of the frame. I'll get back there at a safe distance with Wyatt, and we'll take another shot. All righty, Wyatt's loaded up, and here we go. He's going to take another shot.
Ready?
Yep. Nice. Clear again. All righty, so that definitely had some dramatic effect. Wyatt had a big smile on his face, so I think he was happy with what happened. You happy with that?
Oh, yeah.
Blew it to smithereens, I would say. Anyways, as you can see, it's in the dirt. I'm not sure how that's going to work out from here on out, but let's go take a look at it. All right, Wyatt's going to take a couple of shots at the white dot. We're just going to make sure that thing's sighted in pretty good. We're only 20 yards here, but right now that'll work for us. Ready when you are, Wyatt. You just doing the 2? All right, there he took a couple of shots. Let's go look at it, see what we got. All right, Wyatt printed a nice group about 1.5 inches down there, just 2 shots, and it was about 2 inches left. So I'm gonna take shot with the same ammo, which are the hunting loads, and see where I land at down there. You guys ready to rock and roll? Let's do it. Those feel good. They got a nice little pop to them. I feel like they're pretty powerful. I feel like that's a deer load all day long. Let's go take a look, see where I landed down there.
Weren't you supposed to call Grandma back?
Yeah. Yes, Wyatt, I'm supposed to call Grandma back. Thanks for asking. I'm going to be back in a minute. I got to call my wife back. My grandson reminded me. All right, well, we got that emergency call taken care of. It was about dinner, and we're having pizza at the pizza place, not taking it home. So that was the big crisis I had to take care of. So now we're going to set Wyatt up, and he's going to shoot 3 rounds of our target loads at that same target. We've been marking them. Now he got about 1.5 inch group, about 2 inches left. I got about 1.5 inch group, about 2 inches low. So this is his gun. So if he's elevation wise hitting where he needs to be, I'm not going to mess with that. And we'll see how this left-right thing pans out. But as of right now, you know, pretty reasonable. So we're going to let him shoot with the target loads and see how they print. So Wyatt, you ready to get ready?
Yep.
Put our ears on.
That's yours.
They're both mine.
Well, yeah, but that one's turned on.
Okay. Well, let me adjust this where you can see that good-looking young man. Oh, it looks like he left, but Wyatt's here, so you go ahead.
Wait, what happened?
I said, let me adjust the camera so they can see that good-looking young man. And then I looked over and you were here. I said, oh, he must have left, but Wyatt's here, so we'll just be.
Okay, old geezer.
Yeah, I hope you guys aren't going, you know, to sleep on me with this stuff. But that's good family fun, right? Got my grandson out here, which is awesome. We've been shooting together since he was a little bitty guy. Well, not that small, but I would say by the time he was 3, we were shooting BB guns together and stuff. So we've been at this a long time. He's 14 years old. I love spending time with him. He's a great kid, and I'm glad you guys came along for the ride today. All right, Wyatt, show him what's up. All right, you guys ready to rock and roll? Wyatt, are you ready to rock and roll?
Yep.
Pull a good shot on it. All right, very good. How'd those feel, Wyatt?
Good.
Felt good?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's walk up and see what we did. All right, so Wyatt gave me permission to shoot 3 rounds out of it myself. Actually, he denied me permission, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm his ride. So it's going to cost you 3 rounds out of your new rifle just to get a ride home. You good with that?
No, I'm not.
He's walking. I'm still shooting. Okay, you guys ready? Let's do this. It's a nice rifle. Loads up good. These are good looking rounds. You know, we put these together this morning. And that's those Berries 124 hollow points. They seem to be shooting pretty good. Okay. Well, that feels pretty good. And those are just the target loads. But I can see a big hole in the middle of that paper, so let's go check it out. Maybe I actually did some good shooting. I said I think I did pretty good. You want to come look? Oh yeah, that's that old hustle he's got going there.
Is that on video?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Well, I see at least one more hole in the white. Let's see. Dead center, that's a good one. Too bad they're not all like that. I shut the pin down again, of course. It's over there. So, where'd I hit? Right there, right there, right there. So that's a good 3-inch, probably a 3-inch group, which is not great. But in our defense, we've got, well, let's let you get down and actually look at them, just to show you what we're doing here. See if I can get you where you can actually see. Can you see that? So we got 1, 2. Those are Wyatt's first two shots. My first 2 were like here and here. Anyway, so we got 1, 2. There's one of my last ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shots in there. And it's a loose group, but that's not really what today's about. I think we're relatively close. On another day, we might run over to the rifle range where we got a little more room and use a good sandbag, a good rest, and see what we can do with those targets, with those loads, those target loads and the hunting loads. All right, so Wyatt was telling me his barrel's cold and he hates to put his gun away with a cold barrel. So we're gonna warm it up. He has an idea of how he might warm that up.
Mag dump.
Mag dump. Okay, I'm gonna turn him loose. He's gonna just shoot as fast as he can. Back up a little bit here. I'll back this up a little bit too. All right, at the target, fast as you can.
Aww.
Sweet, good shooting. I think that's 8 rounds. Did it warm up?
Yep. We can put it away now.
Just barely. I think that thing holds 8 rounds, probably 8 and 1, so it'd be 9 total. But anyway, that's good fun. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, coming and enjoying the afternoon with me and Wyatt. And thanks for subscribing, watching, sharing, liking, commenting, all that cool stuff. This is Clint and Wyatt at Man Skull 101 signing out.